You always have that token when the market corrects that stands and shows strength. In 2022, 2023, it was Terra Luna Classic, right? When the market was bleeding in red, for some reason we used to see these really, really good moves from Terra Luna Classic. Now, of course, things have changed today, and Zebec is down 11% on the day. It was just up yesterday based on the news, the breaking news that we got about Zebec, and we'll actually talk about that a little bit later in the video. But I think ZBCN, just from a general perspective, has been one of the stronger coins in the latter stages of the market. I truly believe it will continue to get stronger. It has a really, really, really good strong chart here. Actually, let's put up the ZBN chart, and you can see we're kind of struggling with momentum being on this orange line, right? This is my ultimate RSI, Lux Algo. I really, really trust this indicator, and my thesis does not change, right? As long as we're under this orange line, technically we're going to struggle, right? It could be chop, it could be bearish momentum, it could be moved to the downside correction, whatever you want to call it, right? But most tokens struggle under this orange line, right? We have that understood. The hopium here is that we can continue to hold the 21-day EMA and bounce back above this trend line and turn this trend line into support, right? Zebec has been one of the stronger tokens in the later stages of the market, and they continue to build utility and compliance, which is huge. Now, on the flip side, the hopium here is that we can confirm this buy signal. The stock RSI has reset with a confirmation cross to the upside above 20, and once again, we're looking to hold the 21-day EMA. Though we are staring at the 50-day EMA, and there is a chance that this downside continues if Bitcoin continues to bleed. And there is a chance that Bitcoin continues to bleed as it is under this orange line, though it has been holding up the 21-day EMA, right? I think Bitcoin and Solana dropped overnight, and by the time I woke up, it had recovered, right? I know you guys ever been knocked out having a good dream and just wake up and you check your phone and you just check the crypto bubbles. That's what happened to me last night, right? I checked it. I'm like, okay, we're still correcting, which is understandable, right? Because I've said, as long as we're under this orange line, Bitcoin 30% bullish correction is still in play, and altcoins will bleed upon that correction, right? In the perfect world, we need BTC to go sideways, the Bitcoin dominance to go down, but we don't need Bitcoin to go down, because if Bitcoin goes down, it usually takes the market with it. I believe ETH almost went to 3,900 last night. I'm not sure if it actually did. It went to 4,000, but you can see all of the support and demand there at 4,000 immediately put it up. So this is what I'm talking about. This is why I believe that the market is a lot more stronger than people believe. But the thing is that there's nothing wrong with anybody anticipating this being a top or taking a bet that, hey, I'm out, this is the top, because we are under this orange line. And you can see every time we get under this orange line, it's very, very bearish. The thing about it is, being under this orange line doesn't mean bear market unless we break that 200-day moving average. And I think that we're well above it for Bitcoin. And BTC, even on the stock RSI, printing a buy signal. So this could ultimately be a fake out leading into one of the most bullish months in crypto, which is October, aka Uptober. Now, as far as the bet goes, this is insane, right? So stable coins are outpacing traditional credit card systems with faster settlement, lower cross-border costs, which means like you can send money to anybody, anywhere, very, very fast and very, very cheap, and programmable rewards. So maybe people are starting to add rewards to the USDC. Whenever you use it, you get a reward, which is pretty cool, right? And the rewards maybe are better than you would get if you use your credit card, right? Traditional points cashback tied to card networks, right? Flexible integration. So it is going to be interesting when these stablecoin cards come out, and specifically stablecoin credit cards, how they will implement these rewards, right? Of course, we're just not there on the consumer protections, but you can clearly see the difference, right? Of stable coins compared to credit cards. And it starts here with transaction fees and settlements, right? Minutes on the blockchain, minutes on layer 2, low to near zero for transaction fees, about 1.5% to 3.5% transaction, 1 to 3 business days after transaction, right? So you're probably wondering, like, Millie, what are you talking about? What do stable coins have to do with Zebec? I'm saying that to say this. Zebec just partnered with Deutsche Bank, right? A huge German bank, right? A huge German bank, right? Bank out of Germany. You know, a lot of people know Deutsche Bank because they sit on Hedera's council. If you ever been into the HBAR ecosystem, and I'm pretty sure most people in Zebec know about Hedera, right? Hedera has Deutsche Bank as one of the council members. Now, I haven't checked in a while, so if they're not a council member anymore, I know that at one point they were, right? So Deutsche Bank backed AllUnity selects Zebec as its preferred payroll partner, making Zebec the go-to provider of real-time stablecoin payroll for its private and enterprise clients. Now, why this is huge? Zebec's growth from U.S. leader in stablecoin payroll to an expanding presence in Europe and beyond. Guys, what are we seeing with this stablecoin narrative? Everybody is creating a stablecoin. Countries are looking to get into stablecoins. Business are looking to have stablecoins. Banks are looking to have stablecoins. Each ecosystem, XRP, stablecoin. Everybody has their own stablecoin, right? And if the Zebec can integrate this payroll, right? This payroll technology, right? Where no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you are doing, you get paid daily, by the second, instant, no matter what part of the globe that you're on, right? It's actually a genius niche to disrupt because everybody has to work, right? Literally, in order for you to pay your bills, you have to work. And if you ever work, and I'm pretty sure 90% of the people had a, work before, may have dealt with the app ADP, which is a payroll app. And if you've ever managed a store or whatever, or had to manage employees, you probably had to set up your employee schedule and their hourly pay based on this app ADP. So it's a huge app right now that's being disrupted specifically by Zebec Network. And in the US, there's been a lot of people transitioned into Zebec because it's way more seamless than the traditional payment rails. And I truly believe if Zebec continues to make these type of partnerships, not just in the US, but throughout other countries, now we're talking about limitless potential. Think about this. I was watching a YouTube video where they were talking about the main selling point for XRP is to become a bank, right? And XRP sitting here at $2.88. Compared Zebec to some of the biggest, the biggest remittance or payment transfer platforms, right? Zenmo and Cash App and this and that, right? They all have crazy evaluations, and I think Zebec is currently sitting here at a $341 million market cap, right? Why XRP sits here at a 172 billion, which is literally a 500x. Not to add, ZBCN has an integration and partnership with XRP. That alone, because this is the financial system. It's unlimited money in the financial system, and specifically the payroll industry is a $1 trillion industry. So we are betting that ZBCN can run to $3 billion or higher. That's $3 billion high. Now on the high end, I believe it gets higher than 3 billion, but just 3 billion is a 10x. The reason why people are so bullish on ZBCN getting way more higher because the industry that it's disrupting is a $1 trillion industry, and just as XRP disrupted the banking industry, Ripple XRP, their valuation was able to reach 172 billion. So I think we have massive potential. I think the risk is lower because you're seeing them doing whatever it takes to be compliant. The same thing we seen from crypto.com, getting all those licenses in all those countries. Say what you want to say about crypto.com and Chris, but they have been doing things the right way. And every integration and every partnership that ZBCN executes is free marketing. Free marketing, guys. Free marketing. So as a freelancer, let's say you have a band and you have to go to Ireland, right? And you need your payment right then and there. If you use Zebec technology, you would be able to have your payment instantaneously and fast, opposed to having to wait you know, 2 to 3 days, right? Having to wait 1 to 3 business days and pay a huge remittance fee for sending money cross border. So again, like I said, this is not here to sell you an idea. I am really asking you to do your research, right? It's funny because Galaxy, right? Mike Novogratz and them guys are all in on AllUnity stablecoin. So and now they're partnered with Zebec. Zebec is really putting itself in the position to be one of the best tokens to hold in what may be the last leg but most lucrative stage for altcoins. So as far as, you know, the Zebec price goes, we just need to see it start its trend back to the upside or continuous trend. We need this to be a higher low, right? And we also need to break all-time highs and re-enter price discovery with a confirmation candle on the weekly time frame. I love the weekly time frame because it gives me an idea on how strong the momentum may be to the upside or downside, because what goes up must come down. But that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Guys, let me know what you think about ZBCN. Are you bullish? Are you bearish? We'll continue to monitor Bitcoin, the macro, and even Solana here because, you know, at the end of the day, Zebec is a Solana token. Even though it's multi-chain, it is a Sol token by heart. And so has had a little bit of a correction on the week, which is about 10%, which could affect the Solana token. So guys, let me know what y'all think about ZBCN and the new partnership with Bank, AllUnity stablecoin, and how this could affect the Zebec price action from here on out. It's your boy Crypto Millie. I'll see you the next one.